Hello, guys. How are you? And let me just get rid of this music. And hello, guys. How are you? And let me. Amazing. I still do this every single time. Amazing. I still do it every single time. I have this thing about keeping a window open for certain reasons. And let me just take care of one thing real quick. Hello, guys. This is Nerd Health. While I do this, this is Nerd Health, guys. This is brand new. This is for Orville Nation and for Nerd TV. This is Nerd Health News Brief. And we're going to talk about, guys, we are going to talk about something that's on everybody's mind. Believe me, it's on everybody's mind, about possible vaccines for COVID-19. So, yeah, this is amazing. Hello, Elihu. Elihu's been in a day. Hello, guys. You guys have been waiting there. Sorry. Again, guys, this is a Nerd Health News Brief where we give you the lowdown on health issues for our community in general. So if you guys catch it live, great. Again, just like What's News, Nerd Health is a short news brief. You guys catch it live, awesome. If not, if you're lucky enough to catch it live, awesome. If not, they're also meant to be done on the replay. So really quick, guys, just to delve into this story. There are, first of all, there's a lot of, I think there's over, what did I read the other day? 114 possible vaccine trials. Different vaccine trials going on in the world, or 114 different possible vaccine projects or something like that for COVID-19. And we're going to focus today on one that is it's prominent and in the U.S. And that's you guys all have heard about the pharmaceutical company called Pfizer. It should sound very familiar to a lot of people. And then there's and they partnered with somebody who is a German company, which might not sound that familiar to North Americans. It's called BioNTech. BioNTech. And basically the story here is that BioNTech has come up with a very properly working messenger RNA vaccine. And they're partnering with Pfizer in the U.S. The German company BioNTech is partnering with Pfizer in the U.S. Out of Groton, Connecticut. Hello, Mac. What's up, Trey? Mac's World Entertainment. So BioNTech is partnering up with Pfizer out of Groton, Connecticut to basically put their vaccine through the proper final trials. Now, some of the final stages of approval in the EU and in North America has to do with a large patient study. So they're going to be launching a 30,000 patient study this month if they haven't already started, to be honest, because they're moving at lightning speed. Actually, what I want to say with that is that some of those patients in that 30,000 person study, which is going to be a global study, it's going to be around the world, is going to be, some of those patients have already been basically selected, and some of them might already be getting the vaccine. Who knows the details? But basically, the big talk is that their initial trials were extremely successful. And, of course, a lot of, it's not a secret that that there were a lot of coronavirus vaccines, on Hello, Bonnie. How you doing from New Zealand? There's a lot of coronavirus vaccine projects on the books, on we're on record already because of extensive scientific research done in the area. So thank God they were able to. I don't know if they were tweaking one of these projects, or they just advanced one of these projects to the point where they're able to. Basically, it's basically already working in everybody they've tried it on. And we're going to read a little. Um, this is not a well-known publication, but I just wanted a little snippet of the facts here for Nerd Health. So again, guys, we're going to be doing these just like the What's news briefs. We're going to be doing Nerd Health news briefs for Orville Nation and Nerd TV quite often. So if you're able to catch it live, fabulous. If not, it's meant to be played on the replay. So let's just take a look at this article. It tells us a little bit about the details. With the eyes of the world, so the title of this article is Pfizer-Biontech coronavirus vaccine candidate gins up antibodies in early trial. Now, this has been in the news a lot in the last 10 days. So you guys have probably seen this. And if you guys saw something in the news about a vaccine that was very prominent among, as far as being successful in its initial trials, and actively being tested in the Northeast, specifically, I think it's Maryland and New York. But let's take a look at this. With the eyes of the world turned on, let me just make sure. Okay. Let's see. With the eyes of the world turned on global COVID-19 vaccine race, Pfizer and its partner BioNTech posted early positive data from one of their 4 candidates. With this first win and other data yet to come, the partners are prepping for a late-stage test that could begin as early as this month. In a phase 1/2 trial, all participants. That means basically that the trial, they kind of simultaneously did phase 1 and 2 of the trials because of the urgency. All participants who received 10 micrograms or 30 micrograms of the messenger RNA vaccine candidate generated antibodies that were 1.8 times and 2.8 times higher, respectively, than the average group of patients who had confirmed prior infections. So, first of all, that's fantastic because their antibody count is higher than people who had been infected. People who were given the vaccine. Importantly, this was a small early stage. This is a small early stage test with just 45 participants, and the vaccine has not yet proven it can prevent COVID-19. To win a full regulatory approval, the partners will have to run large efficacy study in thousands of participants to demonstrate whether the vaccine prevents disease. Now, this means that this is the 30,000 person study that they're going to do. Plus, the shot wasn't without side effects. Fevers of at least 100 degrees cropped up in 3/4 of the 12 people who received the mid-range dose of the shot. Just 8% of those received the lowest dose developed fevers. Just 8% of those who received the lowest dosage developed fevers, though, and the partner's side effects were overall brief and not severe. So there was a little fever, but in general, the side effects were, pretty clinically insignificant from what they're talking about here. So the vaccine's safety and tolerability are consistent with what is expected, and the data are at least as good as Moderna's vaccine program. That's a different program. Jefferies analyst Michael Yee wrote in a note to clients Wednesday. Moderna's vaccine program is a different company, different program. With the positive result, the industry is making progress towards having a potential vaccine available to people in some form by January 2021, Yee added. The trial comprised four arms. Patients received 2 injections of the 10 micrograms Anyway, these are just like more details about everything, but I want to get to the end of this fiercepharma.com. By the way, it's fiercepharma.com, and I'll put the link down below. Let's see, what are they? With success in phase 3, Pfizer and Biotech say they could produce up to 100 million doses by the end of 2020 and 1.2 billion doses by the end of 2021 for global distribution. Pfizer's stock was up 5%. All right, so basically, the rumor is in the medical community right now is that if this thing, if the 30,000 person study, which in all effect, from my understanding, has begun on some level, that 30,000 people study is going to be at some point, it's going to be evident at some point that that's working. And we're in July right now. So they are thinking that they're going to have clinical efficacy and clinical safety knowledge by the rumor is that they're looking about like October, that they're going to be pretty certain that things are okay, September, October. So that means that the rumor is they're talking about people actually starting vaccines like around Thanksgiving time, in North America. So this is great news. We will see what happens. I know that it appears that it's very positive, and all the rumors you're hearing for in the hospitals in the Northeast are all about this very positive results, and very promising, very, very promising. No, at least in the initial phases, there are no problems with the vaccine. Now, bear in mind too that there's a lot more evidence than just the clinical trials. They do cultures, laboratory culture trials with cells in a not in a human body, but cells in petri dishes and other types of suspension, and they also do animal trials. And obviously they do. They probably are doing like rhesus monkey trials and etc. So basically, the thing is that they have a lot of evidence to back up this starting this 30,000 person final stage trial. Anyway, so this is good news, guys, and we just want to share this information with everybody. Hello, Tim. How you doing? Captain Trek, Stephen Klein, Adega, Stephanie, everybody who's in here, guys. Thanks for joining us. Bonnie, Elihu, Trey, everybody who's joining us. If you guys are catching us live, again, we are just doing a Nerd Health news brief, guys, on this new Pfizer-Biontech vaccine, which is looking, the rumor among doctors is Thanksgiving. That's what the rumor is in the medical community. So we will see. We will see. So I want to thank everybody who's been here. Again, this is just a Nerd Health news brief, where this is not a long stream. This is a short stream. And if you guys are lucky to catch this live, awesome. If not, you guys are watching it on the replay. So thank you all. And remember to hit the notification bell, guys, so you guys get notified, even though sometimes YouTube notifications are not working properly. But I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Tim, Captain Trek, Elihu, Adega, Stephen, Stephanie, Bonnie, and Trey, and everybody who's been in here. You guys all have a great evening, day, midday, wherever you are on the planet. God bless, guys. Have a good night.